Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is Evelyn Otieno, and in case it's your first time seeing me, welcome and stay with us. And to my subscriber, thank you so much for having been there since day one and also making sure that this channel keeps growing every single day. So today I want us to discuss about the power of the tongue. Like, how do you use your tongue to communicate to people? How do you use your tongue to communicate what you want other people to understand from you? Yes, so it's very important for you as an individual to always make sure that you measure your words, because like when you talk, it shows the person you are inside, because we cannot know who you are without you opening your mouth and talking. And sometimes you find yourself in a situation whereby you are saying words which are hurting others. You are saying words which are not true. We are using our tongue in a wrong way, because the Bible tells us that a tongue is a very small thing, but it can burn the whole world. So that being said, guys, let us always know, like, before you talk, what are you saying? And before you talk, do you take your time to think and just understand, like, this thing I'm going to talk about, or this thing I'm going to say, how is it going to affect this person whom I'm addressing? So for example, you have a group of friends, and there are others, or most of the time, and no one, when it comes to using the tongue, no one is a saint, because at one point or another, we've made comments which have hurt our neighbors, which have hurt our friends, our family members, maybe without even knowing. Sometimes you find yourself just talking for the sake of it, and someone who is the recipient is getting hurt. And because they won't tell you that it's something that is hurting them, they will just keep quiet. For example, if someone is not married, for example, and they are in their 30s or 29, 30s, 40s, and they are not married, and you will find other people coming and telling them, no, what are you waiting for? You need to marry. Your age mates are already married. Do you know, like, the reason why these people are not married yet? So you need to measure your words before you speak them to someone else, because that alone talks about, tell us more about yourself. Because the moment you come and tell someone something that is too personal, like, why are you not having a child? Why are you not married? Why are you living like this? And deep down yourself, you don't know how many times that person has struggled to get a child, but it has not been successful. You don't know what that person has gone through to get a child, and they have not been successful. You don't know what happened. Maybe they had a child and they miscarried. So before you open your mouth and talk, kindly measure your word. Just put yourself on someone else's shoes. Like, don't just talk for the sake of it. We find ourselves at many times, we hurt people, me included. I can't say, like, I'm a saint, no. Because the tongue is very powerful. Whatever you say, there are so many times that you have said something. And maybe if you come back and realize, oh my God, what have I just done? You come to understand, like, you didn't do well. And this one is really something that you should not be continuing to do. And another thing, when it comes to commenting on people's personal life, can we just leave that alone? Because I've come to realize people are very insensitive. People are very insensitive in that you come to someone, maybe they just lost a child, you don't know about it, they are mourning, or they have been grieving for months, they miscarried, and then you ask them, you've been married for 5 years, why don't you have a child? That is very insensitive. So this normally comes to a point whereby the person who is being told this thing, they will never move on from it. They will never move on from it because it really, really hurt people. I remember there was one of my relatives back then. So she said something which I was a teenager by then. Yes, I was a teenager. I was around 12 years. So I remember when she said something to my mom, and this thing has stuck with me until now. Because I can't wrap my head around it and just remember how my mom took it. And guys, we came from a very humble background, and by then, that person was well off. So what she said to my mom was really hurting. And I was a child, and this thing has been in my mind for all that time. Because I do remember it more oftenly. And I do remember it with a lot of bitterness. And this one does not mean that I don't talk to this person. I do, but I have limits because I still just remember, like, if you can disrespect my mom in front of us and we were just kids because of what you said to her, and my mom was a very intelligent woman. She would never engage in fights. So the only thing she would do if faced with such circumstances, she would just keep quiet and just to continue protecting us because I was raised by a single mom. My dad died a long time ago. So that thing really hurt me because I remember if these are the people who are supposed to support my mom, and now they can say such a hurtful word to her, and without being sensitive. And indeed, she's really struggling to make sure that we are all fed. The 6 of us are all fed. And this was something not really good. And you find that even you right there, you can just remember a scenario whereby someone disrespected your parent in front of you. And because you are a kid, there was nothing you could do. And that thing, it's not easy to get over it because you remember, like, if I could have done this, maybe things would have not been like that. But because you are both helpless, you just decided just to keep quiet because you are a child. So these things really hurt for a long time. So that is why I want you to always mind what you say. And scenarios like when you use your tongue wrong, the consequences are like you are hurting people so much, so much. Because put yourself in their shoe. Maybe someone is saying that you have stolen something, and in real sense you haven't. Someone is saying you have done something which you have not. Or they are creating it to be a very big thing that indeed it's not like that. So the consequences are we develop hatred towards these people who are using their tongue in a wrong way. So we as Christians, we try to make sure that we limit. Can we try? Because if we can just make sure that whenever you are talking to someone, you understand, first of all, what are you saying, so that you don't hurt their feelings. If you don't know something, please, you would rather ask in a good way, other than just talking of something that you don't understand. And don't use your tongue to lie. If you are lying because you love seeing people suffer, then, my friend, you are not using your tongue the right way. You are not using your wisdom of speech, the ability to talk in the right way. And another thing, if you are using your tongue to be dishonest, dishonesty is something that cannot be forgiven. Like, I really, even if you are dishonest to me and I forgive you, I know, like, I won't ever trust you again because I don't like people who are dishonest. So if you are using that, your tongue, to be dishonest to other people and to tell things which are not there, then it's not a good thing. You just need to change. And also, if you're using your tongue to manipulate others, you manipulate others because they are vulnerable. Like most of the widows are being manipulated. Most of the widows are vulnerable. You find that the people who are supposed to protect them back home in our villages, they take everything from these people. They are misusing their, whatever they are saying to these, whatever they are saying, even if they are in a meeting, they don't see these widows as people. Like, they really devalue them. So if God really hates a lying tongue, God hates people who uses their tongue to degrade others. God does not love dishonesty. And we really need to, going forward, just make sure that before we talk, let's listen first internally. And the good thing is that you are allowed to apologize if you feel that you've crossed someone's line. But let it not be a thing of, like, it comes out like you are boastful. You are talking to someone and you don't feel like you are sorry, the way you are approaching it. Maybe someone is doing well. You talk to them in a jealous tongue, and it appears like you are not happy because of their success. And a scenario here is that I witnessed someone, their son bought a land back at home. And it happened that the other family did not buy a land. So what this person told the brother was really bad. It was really bad. That, imagine, these two people are brothers, blood brothers. One is the eldest and the other one is the last born. So he told the brother that, the elder brother told the last born that, if I would have killed mom, then your son would have not been born to buy a land. So how can you communicate such a thing? You find it's very, very degrading if someone can just come and say such a thing, because that is a disgrace. We believe that if someone succeeds, then you need to appreciate their hard work. Tell them that you've done something good. Tell them that, I'm really proud of you, but don't use words that shows that you are jealous. Because how you are going to project your happiness to these people? Someone will just see. Because a lying tongue, even if you try to hide it, you cannot. You cannot hide a jealous tongue. So make sure that you are happy for others genuinely, and don't just put a smiling face, because what happens is that if you are just lying to people that you are happy for them and internally you are not, your blessings are being taken away. Those people will continue to get the blessings, and you and your family and your generations, you will be passed by. So if you are happy for someone, mention it. If you don't like what they say, mention it, but make sure you use your tongue well. Another thing when it comes to the power of the tongue is that we can prophesy success or failure using our tongue. And for example, if you have been looking for a job for some time, and you feel like it's not working, and this time around you just tell yourself, I don't see myself getting employed. And that is the same thing you tell yourself every single day when you wake up. I'm tired, I'm not doing this anymore, it's not working, I'm not getting employed, I was cursed. You tell yourself bad things. So, like anything that your tongue says, it will come to pass. Because that is what is written in the Bible. like you have to proclaim good things for your life. You have to say, like, I know today it did not work out, but tomorrow it's going to work out. So make sure that every day when you wake up in the morning, you proclaim success. Tell yourself that I have to succeed. I have to succeed no matter what, because I know that the one who created me had a purpose for me. And he did not create me just to be someone who is looking for a job for years and years without success. He has a point whereby he will elevate me. And that will happen because we are, personally, I'm a Christian, and I believe that. I believe that God did not just create us to suffer. He created us with a purpose. And when the time is right, he will make that purpose to bloom. Like everyone will see that this is the reason why God created this person. So another thing the power of the tongue can lead to is life and death. And also use your tongue wisely. Use your tongue to celebrate other people. Use your tongue to elevate other people. Don't use your tongue to degrade someone. Don't use your tongue to mock other people who are already suffering, because we understand this world is cruel. But if you are using your tongue in a manner that you are making other people happy, they see the goodness in you, they see the happiness in you, they see the wisdom in you, then God will make you successful. But if, on the other hand, you are just someone who, like, if you just open your mouth, people don't even want to talk to you. People don't even want to you to talk where there are other people. Even if there is a burial, people will just don't want to listen to you. Like everything you say is hurting people. So can you just take a back step and analyze yourself? Like, what do you normally talk about that people don't like? So let's use our tongue well. I'll keep sharing, and I know we are going to learn together. And subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. And guys, I love you so much for the support. Thank you for 2,700 subscribers. May God bless you, and let's keep growing, keep having a good time. I also have another YouTube channel, Evelyn Otieno Fitness. I do a lot of workouts. So guys, support the both of them. Support this one as you do to the other one. The other one has 1,700 subscribers. This has 2,700 subscribers. So you see, I have the power of 7. That is, it's going to elevate us. So make sure that you do so. And I love you. See you in my next one. Thank you, guys. Peace.